Hey guys, Rilk here. Welcome back to my Final Fantasy IX playthrough. So here I'm just going to be heading to the marketplace and stealing items on the way. So this ATE is just about Steiner and his small knight personality, not understanding the capital of So the lady he's talking to here, she sells pickles. I think they're the Geishel greens that you give the chocobo, but I think it's a little bit different. So there's actually no items that I know about on the screen. It's just a transition screen. So here is the main part of the business district. There's no shops in this screen. There's a church on the left. This house is the card freak's house. Yeah, he always has chests here, and if you come here later, they will be full again. So I'm gonna go visit the church, and then we will head to the market district. So I missed a chest on the outside there. I will grab it on my way out. There's no chests that are really stand out here. They're all pretty similar item value, and we already have most of them. But every little bit helps. And the cotton rope trick, which I'm about to start, basically you combine a wrist and a steepled hat in the synthesis shop, and that costs 1,000 gil. It's actually more cost effective to sell the robe than it is to buy the parts. So when you buy and build it, it costs something like 1,500, 1,600 gil, and it sells for 2,000. So it kind of seems silly that I'm gonna overbuy these steepled hats. That'll give me 10 hats, and I'll sell enough items to get me started here. So I have no interest in keeping these Phoenix Pinions. Ethers, I will get a bunch later, so I'll just have enough so I can have 10,000, just in case I want to use an Ether. So now I have 10,000 gil, I can make 10,000 or 10 cotton ropes, which will sell for 20k, and then I will buy more steepled hats. That is until I run out of wrists. Unfortunately, you can't buy wrists in this town, so you can only do the cotton rope trick at certain points in the game. So the first time you can do the cotton rope trick is here. The second time you can go to Bermicia, I believe, and buy wrists and sell them buy them and synth them back, and then you can walk back before the end of disc 1. I'm only really gonna do it once. I don't need that much money, and afterwards I'm going to farm the chocobo a bunch. So I forgot to buy steepled hats. That's why I was confused. I'm gonna go buy a whole bunch, depending on how much money I have. So I should have about 20k right here. Probably spend 10k in steepled hats. So I saw I had an extra one, so I'll do 38, just so I can actually make 10 10 cotton robes again. There's probably a better method to do this than I'm doing right now, but I'm just trying to do it on the fly. I could have done it really slowly and started off with like 1 or 2 sales at a time without selling the Phoenix Pinion and the Ethers, but I wanted to save a bit of time. I'm going to organize my inventory after this, just so it stops putting the cotton robes in the middle. So I should have enough steeple hats to make a whole bunch of robes, and then I will check how many wrists to steeple hats I have. I want to end this with 2 cotton robes, maybe even 3, for the characters we'll be playing after this. So Vivi and Garnet can both use the cotton robe, and Quinnet can use the cotton robe. So I have 9 steepled hats, and I have 59 wrists, so I need 50 more steepled hats. That will work. So I probably can't make all of them at once. I didn't check how much money I had, but I can't imagine I have 50,000 at this point. I have 27, so I should be able to do it in 2. And then I will get to shopping what I actually need. So I'll shop what I have, and I'll go to the synthesis and see which items I need. Okay, that'll provide enough. I'm going to buy a few things that I know I'm going to need. So I know I'm going to need another Mage Masher, and I think another dagger. I'm not sure if I need another Mithril dagger, so I'm going to buy one anyways. I have enough leather wrists, I shouldn't buy any. I'm going to buy 4. 2. So the headgear is not better than what we're wearing right now, but it has a skill on it that I want. And that should be all I need from the items shop, except for what I missed for synthesis. And I just realized I know I'm going to need to get more glass armlets for the synthesis. Okay, I will start with the cotton robes. And that should be all my cotton robes. So I need another steepled hat. I think that's it, to be honest. I think I did pretty good. I will fill out the glass armlets for characters, because I actually wanted 4 for characters, and I'm sure I used 1 or 2 during the synthesis. So I only used 1. Now I need another steepled hat. I'm going to carry 2 more, just because it's not a bad hat and it does have some abilities. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the Ogre, just for the hunt. During these fights I do not get any AP or anything. I can get a steal from the Zagnol, but I don't know if I'm going to bother. And that's all I need. I could buy an extra glass buckle, which I actually am going to. I'm okay with having 3 glass armlets. It's just gonna add survivability for the hunt. I don't need anything else in this district, so I'm gonna head over to the industrial district. The industrial district will not be around much longer, so we're gonna get everything we can out of there now. And yeah. So during this ATE, you have to have it, because what he picks up I couldn't pick up, and it's a rare item. It's called a Kupu nut, and it's the favorite food of the Muggles, and we need one later on. So this is where we learn about the Festival of the Hunt, and unfortunately she tells Vivi about it, and instead of calling them monsters, she calls them animals, so he thinks it's a petting zoo. So this is the transit system in Lindblum that lets us get around to where we can actually get. The city obviously is a lot bigger than what we get to see, but this is our transit system. I intended to go to the industrial district, which I successfully did. I thought I might have gone to the theater district, just because that's the more common district and is around the whole time. So there's not that much here. I don't remember exactly where all the items are. I don't think there's that many. I think they're in the houses. So this is the restaurant we went into earlier. The only item I believe is in this house. So this engineer here, he's working on steam power engines, and that's why there's so much steam coming out of it. He starts complaining about how hot his house is because of the steam power. But in this world, the only actual power right now is mist power. Only Lindblum is trying to find a method to power besides mist.
So basically, what we came here for in Lindblum is we're going to go to the hideout of Tantalus and check up on everyone. Unfortunately, nobody's actually back yet, so we run into these two kids who want to join Tantalus, and they show Zidane their treasure they found. So this is actually a part of the game you can't actually get to. I believe it's, I'll point it out when I think the way we can go to get here, but I'm pretty sure you can't actually get here in game. It's just part of the ATE system. So this is just the conceptions of the common folk who don't understand steam power.
So the main reason they are trying to make steam powered airships and naval ships and stuff is so they can venture out farther than their own continent. This is the artist Michael. He plays a very minor role in the game. You can talk to him later. So basically, she's here to watch the actor Lloyd, and if she had waited a little longer, she would have met her friend here. I don't think you can tell her friend left. She will appear here later, and you can talk to her. This is the base for Tantalus. So they must have been here on their way back, because I see the Garnet doll on Cinna's bed. So here, Zidane decides he wants to go break into the castle just to visit Garnet. We find out that Garnet is, she's stuck in the guest room, and she's being treated sort of like a prisoner. She doesn't really like that, but she's a princess, so I'm sure she's used to it. So these are the two kids who want to join Tantalus. So basically these two know that Zidane's a player, and they assume she will be missing him now that he's not around. don't think there's anything that you can grab on the bed. You might actually be able to grab that doll. I'll go try it out. Huh. That's weird. So Burmecia is actually a place in this game, and that's where Freya is from. So it's kind of weird that the doll was called that. I think it's just a mistexture. And that's all there is in the Tantalus base. So here's her friend. They were supposed to meet here. I guess you can't convince her to go ahead. This ATE, if you don't watch it, you can't get one of the copies. Basically what happens, they're looting this area, and Cinna drops the copy when they want to leave. If you don't watch this, you can actually get what's in the treasure chest. I don't think it's worth it. You miss an important key item. Pretty sure it's just a regular like potion or Phoenix Down or Phoenix Pinion, something along that level. So this is the theater. I don't know if you can actually get to see Lloyd at this point. I guess his name's not Lloyd, it's Lowell. Oh, here he is. Or Lowell. So you get to see a funny scene here where he changes into the Moogle costume and his fans have no idea. But he wants to go visit the artist. You can go get the Moogle costume if you follow him. I thought I could make her go down there, but I guess I cannot. So he gives you the autograph, and then you can pick up the Moogle costume. I don't know if you have to wait till later, but I think it's supposed to be in this corner. Sure. Oh, here it is. Moogle suit. It's just a key item, it doesn't do anything. There are one or two key items that add to the end scene. I will be picking those up. So we're gonna head to the castle and see if we can visit Garth. Excuse me. So I was just trying to trip a trigger for later. I don't know if it'll help or not. Basically, what happens is Garnet's not in the guest room anymore, and Steiner is looking for her. So we know she's upstairs, but the only way to get there is to get by the guard on the lift, and you have to know that you can't get to the lift before you can steal someone's costume. So Alta is in Vermesia, so it'll be a little ways till we get there. But let's see if my trick with pushing the elevator early worked or not. If not, I will just run down to the elevator. So we have to walk over here to figure out that she's on the roof. So since I'm already on the screen, I'll just try again. Yeah, it looks like the early push of the guard didn't make any difference. So basically, you need to know you can't use the lift before you can steal this guy's costume. So this area that's off limits here, that's probably where the bridge to the factory for building airships is. That's just my guess. I don't think you can actually go there. I think you actually do go there once, but I think it actually skips that and brings you right to Sid's engineer room. So as soon as he gets by, he takes off the costume. And now we just have to run around and find Garnet, which it's pretty easy. You can't actually go by this guard, he'll yell at you because I'm not wearing the costume anymore, so our only option is upwards. It really is a nice song. So we just talked to her a little bit, then we explore the region a little through this telescope up here. It's pretty easy. Most of them are on the outskirts, and there's one in the center. It's pretty easy. So you get the mountains, the gate here, the other side of the mountains, Chocobo Forest, the marsh, and a river, I believe, is all you have to point out. So this is where Zidane talks about going on the airship and realizes he wasn't talking to Garnet. Then he makes her a bet that he will win the Festival of the Hunt just to get a date. Even if you do win, they never actually go on the date, but it is referenced in later conversations. It's nice to know that Zidane just does what he pleases. It's a really refreshing look on a character. So for the Festival of the Hunt, you can have 3 different winners that actually help you. You can have Vivi win, his reward is a card. You can have Zidane win, his reward is Gil, or you could have Freya win and her reward is an add-on. So the only one that really is super helpful is the add-on, which is the Coral Ring. So I will be attempting to get the Coral Ring. If I mess it up, I'll probably do a quick restart and we'll redo the Festival Hunt, and I'll just do the cheese way of doing the whole festival. Basically, if you knock yourself out at the beginning, Freya automatically wins, and you don't have to go through the whole festival. So this is the engineering I was talking about. We've seen it once before. I don't know which card Vivi wins from the festival. I have zero interest in the card game because it really doesn't affect anything else in the game. But Zidane can win 5,000 gil. I don't know if I can actually save before the festival, to be honest. I don't really want to go through the conversation again, so hopefully I won't mess this up. This is the boss of the festival. That's the Zagnal. This is just explaining the rules a little bit. Basically, the stronger the monster, the more points you get for knocking it out. And I can save first. That is lucky. Okay, so if I have to restart, I get to restart from here. I guess this is save number 4. It's already been almost that long. That's pretty good. So, the timer for the Festival Hunt, they give you 12 minutes. You start in the Theater District, and you can go to any of the districts. I will start in the Theater District and proceed to the Industrial District, and then I will end in the Business District, just because that's where the Zagnal is. And I think you need to wait till 4 minutes 30 seconds left before he spawns. So I alluded to the easy way for Freya to win. The easy way for Vivi to win is you start the Zagnal fight when he is the winning, and then you knock Freya and Zidane out. If you want Zidane to win, you just kill the Zagnal with Zidane. So I did forget to change the order. I am going to put Zidane in the front row, just because I don't want him to struggle with one-shotting the mobs. So I won't be stealing here just because of the time constraint. He does way more damage than I expected, which is weird because I have almost all the best gear I can at this point. Trick sparrows aren't worth that much, so I'm gonna avoid fighting it. But I probably will run into one or two. So I need to move closer to the barrel to trigger this fight. I didn't notice until I was standing there waiting so long he wasn't moving. So the fangs are probably worth the most besides the boss. And then it goes Moo, then Trick Sparrow. Not that I want his cards, but after I help get him down a certain amount, we'll switch to... Okay, so I think he's under Beast. I just threw an antibody on him because I could. It doesn't really affect anything in this fight. He has a few different spells, but the main one, Electrocute, basically allows him to counter you with Aurora. So usually Freya starts in the back row, and I think my game just froze. That sucks. I'm gonna pause the video and we'll just do the quick version of the hunt then. I'm sorry about that, guys. Alright, I'm back. I used the continue button. Hopefully it won't crash again. If it does, then I will just do the quick version of the fight. I don't know why I'm having so many troubles with this crashing on my new computer. And poof, that's all good. So it does look like Freya's in the back row, so her attacks aren't doing that much. Not bad. Okay, so I'm only going to attack one more time with Zidane. Unfortunately, if I do that now, he will counter. So I'm going to jump with Freya first and have her in the air, so I take the brunt of the hit of the counter. So Freya can now take out the Zagnol I'm gonna put Zidane in the back row now. So jump is not affected by your positioning, and I don't care if Zidane is so I'm just gonna jump into him. And I'm going for the steal. Let's see what I get. Mithril gloves. I think that's something I already bought, but I could be wrong. So he should only have one more hit and he's down. If he attacks Zidane, he's dead. Plus, Freya has a decent amount of health and he can't attack Freya while she's jumping, so that should end the fight. So we have another minute left. I can run around and try to get more points, but I think with Freya, Zidane retired now, I actually can't because he was knocked out at the end of the fight, which is kind of easier. It's like I planned it. No, I really didn't. It just happened that way. But I was willing to make the sacrifice. I could have healed him, and the fight could have went differently. But honestly, it turned out better than what I planned. So here we're finding out that the nation of Burmecia is being attacked and they need reinforcements. So we're going to go on ahead and help Freya out because she's our friend. We're going to have a meal before they open the gate at the base of the mountain. So during that meal, Dagger uses the sleeping weed we gave her earlier to help her sleep to escape, because she doesn't feel that she's any use here, and she feels like she could actually convince her mother to stop this. So it's going to be dangerous, so Zidane wants to keep her out of harm's way. And, yeah, when you're overprotective, that can happen. People can run away. So there's nothing really important said during these conversations. I summarized what was needed to be said. I must have already received the coral ring, which I will use later on for a demonstration of Grand Dragon killing. It's not fun, but it's probably the best method to leveling early game. So because everyone else got knocked out, Steiner thought his play was full of sleeping weed as well. And after told that he should be fine, he feels fine. Another reason why Steiner is a doofus. So we're not sure where she's going. We assume she's going to Berethia to help, but she ends up going towards Alexandria. We will get to play her a lot later on, but her journey is a lot easier, and it's just the two of them, Steiner and Garnet. So there's two different exits. I said it earlier, you can either go to the naval part, or you can walk out the base of the mountain. And I'm just going to go down to Serpent's Gate, which is for the naval part. There's only one chest here, so I don't really need to go see the water where the ship will be moving. You can just skip by and go straight to Dragon's Gate to get to the base. There is an item around here. I think it's over here. Yeah, there it is. I'm just gonna go to Chocobo Forest. No, I'm gonna go to the marsh first. We'll go meet up with Quina. Then I will equip everyone. So I just stopped there to lower my threat level a little. I didn't want to stutter step, but that stopping did probably stop an encounter. So this is where Mogster lives. I think you can meet him in any marsh, but this is definitely the first time you can actually meet him as Zidane. And here's where we get to meet up with Quina again. To talk to Quina, you just need to catch a frog. And we'll leave Quina's name as default as per usual. Quail comes out and berates Quina for not feeding herself. So here we learn that Q's main food are actually frogs, and that's how they grow. They all seem to be gourmets or chefs or something along the sort, and that just tends to be how their race works in this game. Quina has 2 special skills. She has Eat and Blue Magic. So to gain more Blue Magic, you need to eat monsters. I will point out the easiest magic to get in the area, but honestly, the only magic that really matters early game is Limit Glove. And I will point that out in the next video. So, Quail looks like Phoebe's grandpa, so he's assuming they're from the same tribe, and he's asking him questions. Quail just says he doesn't know him. Later on, we learn he's just the black sheep of the tribe, and nobody wants to admit knowing him. So, the way you get frogs to respawn is pretty simple. You keep 1 male frog, 1 female frog, and a gold frog to help the frogs respawn faster. Depending on how many frogs you catch, you get better rewards each time. So we can get 8 frogs is the next reward, but I'm not going to. I'm going to try to leave enough frogs here. So I see 3 frogs, and I want 4 frogs, and I want to see what gender they are. Okay, so we've got 1 male here. I'm sure there's a way to tell by markings, but I don't know. The male is on the right. We don't need more than 1 male. And 1 female. So I'm gonna catch this last frog here, and I should have caught him, but I wasn't mashing the buttons. And there we go. Oh, okay, so the next item I think is at 9 frogs, and we actually don't have enough in the marsh. But I've left the marsh perfect for spawning more frogs quickly. You can empty out the whole marsh, but it'll take a lot longer to respawn all of them. I think you can only get 1 golden frog out of the 4 marshes at a time, so this marsh respawns fastest, so it was really lucky for me to get the golden frog in this marsh. Honestly, I'm just gonna run away from these monsters. My characters are a little under-leveled, and I actually didn't put any items on Quina, which is very unfortunate because she doesn't have any items equipped at all. So I was going to use the skill 3, but I don't have it because of my items, which is really unfortunate. I tried to use the spell to AoE and I messed it up. I somehow triggered auto battle while I was trying to run. I guess that's right trigger. I guess I'll just finish this fight since we are winning. That was unfortunate. I'm not going to res him, just because he has such low health. So, Needle Fork I could have got from the Zagnol fight, but I did not. unfortunately, I don't actually have the Mage Masher anymore. I guess I used all of them to merge. I'll go grab one in a little bit, but I'm going to start with Bandit on. I'll probably put the Mage Masher on again before I do my farming, just because Flee is such a good skill, and it has Detect as well on it, so there's no point in just learning Flee off of a dagger. Okay, so I'm quite a bit a ways from, actually, I am going to put the dagger on, just so I can run away from battle easily. And I'm going to throw Zedane just so he takes less damage. So this is one of the monsters you can eat with Quina to get a skill, and I think I didn't mean to steal. I think you get Mighty Guard, to be honest, but I'm not 100%. I will attack it. Maybe I'll try to attack it. Actually, no, I'm just gonna kill it. If we get the kill with Quina, that's fine. But Needle, Fork, and Fork, the damage is such a random aspect of the character. I'm gonna run out of potions before I get to the Chocobo Forest. Came pretty close, actually. So I'm just gonna show you one game of the Chocobo Hot and Cold. I will be doing that off stream, probably with the speed up booster, just so I can get the Protect Robe, not the Protect Robe, the Protect Ring and the Robe of Lords. It's pretty impossible to do it without the speed up booster unless you really want to sink probably like 16 plus hours into it. So if I decide I want to do it, it'll definitely be with the speed up booster. So all we have to do is bring Choco back to the forest. He ran away because he was scared of us. So this is just it's kind of like the Final Fantasy VIII Chocobo game, but you are in a lot more control. So all I have to do is I go smack the ground, and depending on where the treasure is, these Wii's can either be longer or shorter. If the longer they are, the closer you are to the treasure. And this is the max it'll go. So it's somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. So the more points you get, the higher your peak levels up. And the best way to get points is to actually clear 8 treasures in one go, and then the Moogle will stop you. And I'm only going to clear 1, to be quite honest. I don't know where the other one is. I must have walked by it already. Ah, there it is. Even if I find it, it's very unlikely I will finish the digging at the time. Oh, it's a long one too. So depending on what the item is, it'll be a certain depth. There are certain Chocobo exclusive items called Chocographs, and it lets you dig outside in the world map to find 24 certain treasures. There's also Choco pieces that combine and make a Chocograph. I think there's 6 of them. And that will end this part. Thanks for joining. I hope everyone has a nice day. See ya.